Do you know that quote by Jordan Peterson that says you only have little kids for 4 years? I heard it today and I thought, I don't think that's fully accurate. I think you have three distinctly different children, all wrapped up in that one child. And for those who may be new, I have 9 kids, 2 are adults. And I think the person that you spend life with, who has that name, switches over about every 6 years. Those first 6 years are acid trip years, where basically you're taking care of a tiny drunk friend who makes really poor choices, but they're still fun to be around. Like, they're exhausting, but you still enjoy their company. They definitely make you laugh, and you love watching them sleep. Because 1, it gives you a time to rest, and 2, they look peaceful for a minute, despite how not peaceful they are when they're awake. And then between the ages of 7 and 12, you have the next distinctly different person. These are the literal years where everything is so literal. They've also pretty much lost their internal monologue at this point, everything they just say out loud. But they're just a very distinct type of person that they're never going to be at a different point in their life. And it's the late part of these years that you really have to pay attention and really stick close to them, because even though those are the years that they tend to be the most annoying, if you don't stick with them through those years, you are going to lose their hearts through teenhood, which will make navigating teen years far more complicated. And then when you get to 13 through 18, again, distinctly different human. And again, like all the other years, they're changing rapidly throughout these years, but they're just a very distinct person. They both have patterns and they're still unpredictable. You have to seed information into them very differently than you did in those first 12 years. It's more that you're walking alongside them, no longer holding their hand, that you're just kind of walking through life till eventually you can stop and they can just walk off into adulthood. And now I have 2 adults, one is 19 and one is 21, and I assume we're in the next part of another 6 years that I'm going just to have these very distinct men in my life who are different than they were at any other point. And though they are very much the same people, personality-wise in many ways, experience-wise in many ways, they are just different people. And that's actually really beautiful. Even when I look at my own life, I can see this kind of 6-year pattern kind of flows. Like a 6-year pattern of growth, a 6-year pattern of change, a 6-year pattern of unlocking and growing new aspects of who you are as a human. Oh, I wonder if that's why people get the 7-year itch, because they're changing over as a human. Oh, that's a whole other rabbit trail. Intriguing thought, though. Anyway, back to the parenting side. Those first 6 years, you are holding them. You are their everything. Those second 6 years, you are holding their hand through life. Being very hands-on, but still allowing them to learn and explore. And like I said, those teen years, you're letting go of the hand. And eventually, you let them walk off. And then you walk through life with them differently. Parenting is an amazing journey. A difficult but worthy.